is up, everyone?
What up, everybody? How y'all doing?
How you doing? How you doing?
Man,
We got a couple of viewers to what?
I got my iPad pulled up to try to comment, so I can comment the stuff I need to comment later. And it's like, send 200 stars to see your comment here.
Yes, please send me some stars so we can buy shirts for ourselves.
Right. I guess I need to quit worrying about the iPad and get up
here. Yeah. What's up, Josh?
What's up, Josh?
He
called the other day. We had a good conversation. Talked to him today. We had a good conversation. What up, Corey?
I don't talk to him anymore. He doesn't call me. Even though I was just 37 miles from where he was last week.
Yeah, right. What's up, Tim?
Just didn't have time.
Mr. Sadler, morning. What up, Ryan?
Facebook
I can't
user.
Keep up. Oh my God.
I'll stop. Bruce, hey, I had a good conversation with Bruce the other day.
So Bruce don't ever call me, so.
Oh, it's Ted. That's the first time he called me, but.
What's the crank? I don't know what that English term means, buddy.
Hey, every time I see Martin's name, I think of the show Martin. Martin.
Hey, Amanda, get ready. Since I can't comment on here, get ready to post that link later when I need it. She's like, damn, I'm tired of working for you. Okay.
I know, Corey. I didn't have time. I was dropping my daughter off for college, and we're coming back in September, weekend of the 17th. So may be able to get over there. I don't know yet. At some point, yeah, that's back in Memphis. So, but at some point, I'll just hang up on it.
I know that's a lie.
Yeah, at some point in the next 4 years, I'll stop by there for him.
That's all good, Bruce. I'm just giving you crap because that's what I do best.
So, I don't know about you, but it's been raining for, like I said earlier, 62 days straight here. Vitamin D has left Mobile, Alabama.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
Couldn't resist. Boy, Daddy, what up, Daddy?
We got some people watching tonight.
Yeah, we do. Our guests. Yeah, I wonder why.
People did not know that if you look Kevin Byrd up on Wikipedia, that he used to be a host of Two Guys Garage or whatever. I love Wikipedia. Anyway, so yeah, tonight we got our good friend and our brother from another mother or uncle, however you want to call him, or
might as well call him the creator of the show.
The creator of the show, the shyest and whitest guy around. But we'll go ahead and pull him on here. We got Mr. Kevin Byrd. What's up,
brother?
What's up, guys? How are you?
Doing good.
Great.
And for everybody, just to know, Kevin did take his piss on camera before the show. So hopefully. He's got an old man bladder, so I don't know.
I do what I do.
I'm assuming that's Dad. He's a good friend. You mean our daddy?
Yeah.
So funny.
Deep bow from Martin.
I see you got a lot of friends on here, man. Good to see you guys. I can't see who's. I can't see who's commenting. I just saw Ryan and Josh and Kyle and Danny and Martin. By the way, for Martin, it's after midnight for Martin.
He's a good morning.
Yeah. Thanks for tuning in, buddy. By the way, hanging out with Martin Sadler is awesome, man. Him and his wife are fantastic people. I can't wait to go to England and really, Beverly, where they're from, and hang out with them. They're phenomenal. So
I'm just glad that we get to catch your show at 2:00 in the afternoon instead of having to wait till 2:00 in the morning.
No kidding.
Like they got to do for us.
I'm glad they're both going to come to MTE. At least they say they are. So
they are. They're coming. Yeah, you know.
You say that about everybody. He's like, no, you're coming.
Everyone's coming. I will tell you right now, this will be the biggest one we've ever had. The biggest. Sure. I'm not kidding. It'll be ridiculous.
Well, last year's was pretty big.
Yeah, but we didn't have any outside travel. We didn't have a lot of Europeans.
That's true.
And so
Igor made it. He's a
Oh.
boss.
I wonder
Igor won't miss
how.
it.
Nah.
Hopefully, that's going to up the game for the tag team entertainment. Then.
Oh,
We
it's
still got to
gonna.
figure out what we're doing.
I have some ideas for you.
Oh, I know you do.
Oh Lord.
Well, before
I like
MTE, we got another event coming up. Do you want to talk about the dent trials at beautiful Anson in Texas?
Sure. Yeah. This is, coming up quick, man. September 24th is right around the corner. So we're going to fly into Anson. Well, actually, we're flying in Thursday, and the scheduled events is pretty exciting. It's going to, involve Fort Worth and the stockyards. But more importantly, it's really about a competition. It has nothing to do with what the schedule of the party and the network and everything else is. It's a 3-event competition, just like we had in Vegas. We're going to continue with the dent trials, but we're going to do it at Anson's shop in Burleson. 2 cars, 3 dents each competitor. I think we have 2 spots left, maybe as of like yesterday. But we're excited. It's going to be hour and a half, 3 dents, and degree of difficulty on every dent. And I personally would like to see some black cars in there, not white or silver. So,
yeah, that would make a big difference.
it's a 1-day event. It's 8 to 5, and the way that MTE has it set up, we're gonna do. We're gonna actually use Burleson's going to be the backdrop. We're going to go to Old Town Burleson. But, obviously people drive. We're going to try and have a shuttle bus there for between Jellystone and the event. There'll be food truck.
Really taking off since like Jack and Matt Armillo and all them's been staying out there. Everybody's staying at Jellystone.
This particular Jellystone, like there's several across the country, but this particular Jellystone is it's a go-to place. And they last year Carrie and I drove through there, and we noticed that they're building a swim up bar in a pool. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, this is Burleson. I love this. They just upped the ante in Burleson. Swim up
Absolutely
at Jellystone. Plus, they have wild cigars. They've got all the downtown stuff, stockyards, and you don't have to go to Dallas to do it. You're kind of out there in the cowboy land. But it's a good time.
I always recommend anybody going down there, you got to check out the stockyards just for experience. It's great food.
Yeah.
It's an awesome place to go check out. And the cattle run, you got to watch that at least once, go through there.
Well, that's why we're flying in a day early. And obviously word got out. So I think it's going to be a fun Thursday. So if you can make it, please come on down. And obviously we're going to go honky tonkin', and I'm bringing cowboy boots from Florida, so that'll be fun.
You gonna have cowboy boots and shorts on?
Hey man, it's a thing.
Where are you from? California howdy from Biggs. Biggs can't get on without giving the old California howdy. Well, I couldn't think of a better place to do it than Anson either. If anybody's not been to Anson, please go check that place out. Like, it's like walking into heaven for a dent tech. Like, there's tools everywhere. It's beautifully placed. Like, the first time I walked there, it's like, yeah, there's about to be some change dropped real fast.
I don't know if we lost Kevin or. Oh, there he is.
Yeah,
sorry, man.
You were frozen.
I tried to put it on Do Not Disturb. A guy who never, ever calls or texts is texting me 3 times. I'm like, come on, man.
He's like,
I'm not
he's probably
like,
yet. Hey, I'm watching you on this awesome show.
He's watching.
Goodness. Hey, Holly said she's going to be there, of course. James Bernard is.
He said Gator skin
going to be there. I still haven't decided because we've got to go back to Arkansas on the 17th, so the weekend before. So I don't know yet.
Let me explain the culture of this event, though. This is a takeoff from what we did in Vegas, without all the other parts of MTE. So this is going to be a smaller show, competition, not really a show. I mean, the tool sales, obviously, Anson has a shop there. I'm pretty sure, as far as I know, you can come, sell, do whatever you got to do, have a good time, but it's not like a exhibition. So we'll have food trucks. Hopefully we'll have a bar. I'm pretty sure we'll have a bar and a bartender.
Absolutely.
And then we'll have, in their air condition, we should have 2 vehicles, 16 competitors. We're going to judge the event at the end. I mean, it's pretty exciting. And the winner of that event gets automatic entry right into the Den Olympics. So
nice. I like it.
Now Vegas was always 2 days, right? But it was more than 16 people.
Well, not for the Dent trials. We may have had more than 16, but it wasn't just about the competition. We had a show surrounded by, the parties, which I'm not saying we'll never do Vegas again. We will, but just not right now. We're taking we're checking out some of these smaller get-togethers, networking events, and having our competition elsewhere. So next year, it probably won't be at Anson. It'll be somewhere else. And we've been discussing that behind the scenes and, seeing what works best for all of us. It's got to be easy to get to, easy to fly into,
Right.
But I mean, pretty excited.
You give me a good segue into, speaking of smaller meetups. I'll go ahead and break the news. We're going to have Dapper Dent Repair is having a tech meetup / toy drive November 19th in my shop. So anybody that can come, bring a toy, bring mini toys. We got some great tool vendors that's offered up some giveaway prizes, which God, I love this industry. All I had to do was shoot a message to a couple people and they're bam, 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 bam. I think Amanda was going to do something and she came back like an hour later and I told her how many people, were doing giveaways and she's like, oh my God, like this just happened. So
don't worry, man. That's gonna be good.
I think Amanda's gonna post. She should be able to post a link up there. Please RSVP. We'll have a food truck. I'm gonna have some TVs with football on, so it should be a good time.
I can't wait.
Great time. It'll be a great time. Are you kidding me?
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a blast. There it is. Boom, we got it.
November in Nashville.
Yeah. So y'all, please come down, hang out. Like I said, it's for a good cause. This is a toy drive I've done. I can't even remember how many years now, but
dude, sorry, that's a great idea. Adding to your website right there. I got to do it for mine.
Yeah, so you can do it on the same. What are we using now? Squarespace. It'll have a form builder for you already automatically in there, so you can do all that. I'm just going off what Amanda told me because she does all that stuff for me. But this will be our 6th year, yeah. So we've always done, people bring in cars, get their dents fixed for a toy, but I feel like I want to just blow it out of the water this year, get as many toys as I can, and I feel like this will be a great chance for that, great chance for networking for technicians, and just have a really good time. So I'm pretty excited.
You still going to do it for the sheriff's department? Or
I am, the toy patrol. And I'm still going to have a weekend. Not on that weekend. I'm still going to have some cars come in and fix them for toys too, just trying to build it up as much as possible. So,
yeah,
we're gonna have 500 techs, so that'll be good.
Let's do it.
Right? As long as you provide the tools.
I was joking with John Yeager on the phone. I was like, man, our last meetup we had 60 people, but I mean, I'm famous now, so we should have like a lot more than that.
You're famous. You are famous. I can tell you right now. By the way, I put your picture all over Key West. Everywhere in Key West, you can see the Ginger Bro sticker. Boom.
Man.
They'll be all over Nashville after the meetup.
That and DBAP.
Yeah.
DBAP is everywhere.
Hey, I had a Martin took my Eagle Dent Repair one back with him, so I got one over in, where'd you say, Beverly?
Oh yeah. Yeah, Beverly. Beverly, England. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, in true honor of Kevin Byrd being on the show, I got to take a piss. I'll be right back. Like my energy.
Me too.
Oh God. And we'll be back after these quick announcements from our sponsor.
I'll never live that one down, I'm sure. It's hilarious stuff.
Oh, Lord. We're sponsored by Geritol.
Overactive bladder?
Oh, man.
Had too many beers?
Yeah. Well, hopefully he turned his headphones off. I don't know.
I don't know, man. Who does that anymore, right? I mean, come on. Everyone's doing it. Well, it'll give us a chance to talk about Andy in the background. So I think I'm gonna try and go to his event.
I got a good bladder. I'm still young. Unlike Kevin, it'll take me as long to get my piss.
Hey, man, what are you saying? I'm young. I'm still
stick a catheter in. You'd be all right.
Man, that told me to mute. Y'all can't hear me.
All right. So MTE, you want to know what we're doing?
Yes. Let's go into that.
Break some news.
All right. So MTE this next year in January, 26th, 28th, Orlando, Rosen, Shingle Creek, which we love that hotel. Probably the best hotel for our event.
Yes.
You know, and I don't want to outgrow that place. I don't think we can, but this one will probably be. Last year we were in the just under 4, and I think we're going to top over 5 this year. Personally, that's my guess. But we're going to start a beginners competition. So a beginners competition at MTE will bring in, you know, obviously they'll have to qualify, but it'll be under 2 years. They'll have to be sponsored. So under 2 years experience, technician sponsored by either their trainer, tool company, you know, someone who can sponsor them and really kind of vouch that they can, you know, they're under 2 years. And then of course I'll have some verifying questions, but that there'll be 12 spots as of right now. We want to go with 12 spots for that, and there'll be, you know, top prizes. And
now then you're going to do.
What's that?
Sorry. On the verification process of it, is it 2 years from the first time you picked up a tool, or is it, hey, I've been practicing on my own for 5 years and now I'm in the business for 2 years?
No, we want someone who doesn't say, well, I bought tools 20 years ago and now this is my second year. We don't want that. We want someone who's very serious about PDR. They want to compete and they want to get to that next level, and they want to get in this competition. And they, you know, otherwise, go ahead and sign up for the Open. If you've been around for a long time and you've been either a body shop tech or you know the way metal moves, go ahead and you want to compete, get in the Den Olympics, get in the Open. You know, the Open category is perfect. And then eventually we're going to introduce a Masters category division. So, but the beginners competition I think is important.
And this does not, and for all you recently ex-Dent Wizard techs, this doesn't count for your 2 years out of Dent Wizard. So,
no, it doesn't.
David White, sorry.
Brings up a good point. Noah brings
Dave's
up a good
2
point.
years is up, by the way.
For some PDR training,
yes,
like if you're putting guys in or whatever, that's pretty smart.
It's great. Yeah, it's going to be it'll be a fun event. You know, the hardest thing for us at the competition is the moderators and the judges. It's a lot of work before the event even starts. We still put in a lot of work to get this going and to make it happen. So we want to take everyone's ideas into play and be like, okay, I think we can get that done. But some stuff we just can't do. But I think a beginner's competition with 12 people, I think we can make that happen. So we've been pushing on it and talking about it for quite a while now. And this is going to be probably the year that we push that forward. So.
Do you have y'all decided on how you're going to do the dents? Like, are you going to put hoods off to the side, or
we're going to do hoods?
The same dent as okay.
No, it'll be hoods. It'll be hoods, small crease, open spot, probably small crease, something they can cross check and use their skills and you know, move forward.
And then we'll come back being stretched. Okay.
No, we're not doing a hammered body line on a fender that's inverted and, you know, anyway, yeah, we're not doing all. It's aluminum.
James Bernard, sorry, I'm not sponsoring you, James, because I know you'll just waste my money.
I think there should be not just dent competitions, like speaking of James, but I think that some of the other industries, wheel repair should have some sort of competitions. I think detailing, buffing, polishing should have competitions.
Absolutely.
I think they ought to do their own stuff in there too.
We've had that.
How would wheel repair though?
We had that years ago. And you know what? I'd like to see it make a comeback. The problem is a lot of that stuff was done outside. In Florida was kind of inclement weather. We didn't know what we were getting.
Yeah.
So the humidity, it's just there are a lot of variables. But I think we can make a lot of stuff happen moving forward. And I know, and obviously the organizers of MTE, they're on board. They're like, hey, we want to make it the best event for everybody involved, whether it's dents, detail, paint, interiors, wheels. James Bernard, James who can actually fix a dent. I mean, I know he's got some new whale tails laying around.
We're going to give training to our secret society on how to click to allow StreamYard to use their names. So I feel like these are all serious.
They're all like, Tad's been on here. I mean, he should know. So,
Tad just got
Randy Hobson as a Facebook user before.
You do know Tad just got he's just got a 4K TV. But he's still I was gonna say he's still using VHS player. So cut him some slack, man. He's getting better.
You guys don't know Dad. He's not watched any movie ever. We're like, hey, this movie's not watched it. I'm like, what? Not watched anything.
Like that 4K TV really makes the
Clint Eastwood stand out.
VHS pop.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Well, it's funny. So anyway.
Nope.
Well, there you go.
That must be.
I think it's Joel Mathis. John Yeager says trees can't be fixed, but asking for a friend.
What's up, Joel?
Still have an Atari.
Is John Yeager on here?
I haven't seen him.
No, we think that's Joel.
Man, I'll tell you what, that whole Yeager family, man, they're awesome, aren't they?
Love them.
Well, hopefully I finally get to meet more than just John at Andy's meetup, because, I mean, they should all come over there.
They're all coming.
Right.
They're all coming.
Yeah,
it's a tribe. It's a tribe of Jaegers. They're all coming, and they all realize we're all friends. So here we go.
Kyle Chase wants me to ask if you'll sponsor him.
No, I don't know if you've seen Kyle's work, but absolutely not.
Kyle, you need a different kind of sponsor, buddy.
That guy, his work, dude. I'm gonna tell you, that guy's work is insane. I'm like, it's so good. I'm like, yeah, I don't want to fix that. No, he's like, and this stuff he sends me, I'm like, oh my god, man. I think I'm just past that now. I'm like, I don't want to fix that, man. But Kyle does. Let me give you Kyle's number.
That's like me. I've been subbing workout too lately. I had a Dodge Challenger quarter pound. I was like, I don't want to fix that. Hey, you want this? Yeah. I'm like, you can have it.
I'm having a hard time. I need a guy that fixes cargo vans. And someone called me like, hey, man, you want to fix these Amazon vans? I'm like, nope. But give me a minute. I'll get somebody.
Andy will do it. He's getting a lot of practice.
No, not Amazons. No.
Those are U-Hauls.
I know, but
night and day, buddy.
Oh Lord.
Yeah. Anyway.
Let's we're almost to the halfway mark. We can go ahead. You always get to get on, the shows and talk about MTE and all that stuff, but we never really get to talk to Kevin Byrd about Kevin Byrd and what you do. Let's get into some more of that.
What do you want to know?
Who is Kevin Byrd outside of PDR?
Take short walks on long beaches, and I read. I mean, I can read.
I like the looking pictures.
Man. Honestly, when I learned how to do this, it was funny because I'm like, I can do this on the side. And the guy who trained me is like, listen, if you get good at this, which is going to be tough enough, you'll never do anything else. And I'm like, whatever. I mean, I kind of blew it off. And then I realized, I'm like, once I thought I was good, and I'm like, man, he's not kidding. I mean, if you figure this out, you don't have time to do anything else. And this is a career. It's not like a job. You know, you make it into what you make it, and it's a hustle. So,
yeah.
But other than dance, I mean, my wife and I mean, I married Carrie years ago, and I feel like I hit the marriage jackpot. And you know, she just compliments me. Yeah, she's great, and we have such a good time together that we travel and laugh, and you know, and raise kids and boat and drink and then travel again, and who knows what we're doing? You know, I mean, we're just having a good time. So,
right.
Yeah.
What'd you tell me a while back that you make enough? You used to tell salesmen you make enough money to take your family on vacation once a month.
No. I'd pull up.
That's the best line ever.
I love it.
I'd pull up and they're like, "Oh man, that truck's beautiful. I mean, we pay you too much." And it would be coming from a salesman, not just the manager or someone. I'm like, "Listen, man." I kind of bow my head a little bit. I'm like, man, I'm just trying to make enough money, take my family on a nice vacation once a month.
You're telling them what they already thinking anyway, so they're just like,
yeah.
And of course now I'm like, I meant once a week. But they look at me and they kind of just, they laugh it off, and it is funny. I mean, but they don't know my whole life history or story that I canceled a bunch of vacations over the years. They just know that, hey, guy's having a good time and he deserves it. And you know, we're living our lives. So it's not
that's how a lot of people are like that. They don't see what goes into everything. You know, They see what they want to see. Just like I had my first bad review on Google, and the text message that I got from the dude was basically like, you know, I make all this money because I don't do anything. I'm not like him who has to bust his ass all the time. Like, dude, you have no freaking clue. And by the way, yeah, I did tell him if you want to go on Eagle Dent Repairs Google page, you know, the review said that I told him that I wish his car would burn and him in it. I did. I told his ass that. I mean, I'm not denying it. But when you and your friends stiff me and screw me around for
I saw that.
Well over 20 grand, yeah, I'm gonna tell you to look for a tech in our area.
Hey, this is the perfect time to ask this question, Kevin. We need a tech in Albuquerque, New Mexico. My wife is asking, so you got to make it happen.
I'll get someone for you.
All right, perfect.
Not to worry. Yeah, don't worry.
I knew you would. Let's segue into that. Like, when did you start figuring out how to, you know, your networking skills and where you built? I mean, because everybody knows you are the king of networking. Like, when did that start coming into play for you?
It started back in 1952.
When he was a young lad at the age of 12.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, listen, you know, I mean, I'll give you a little back history. Before in college, I was in high school in my first summer, and one of my best friends got a job as a bellhop for the Hyatt. And he's like, "Hey man, I think you'd be really good at this job." And I'm like, "Nah, man, I'm good. I've been doing this and this, and I've made enough money. I'm going to college." And I knew I was going to college in Florida because I was a water skier, and I'm like, I'm going to water ski competitively. I'm going to have a good time. I'm going to Florida. The college I picked has more girls than guys. It's going to be amazing, and I'm going to have a fun time. I didn't have any money. I mean, I packed everything I could in a little 2-seater car, and off I go. The cassette tape, this is how old I am, got stuck in the player, so all I heard was Eddie Money and RO Speedwagon. That was it. And I drive 15 hours, and but I realized after that I did end up taking a job at the Hyatt, and after I took the job, I realized, I'm like, wait a minute, this networking and being nice to everyone and kind of getting a little hustle on kind of works. And then I'm just going to be nice to everyone. So I look at it like I have no competitors. I mean, I'm like, I go out there and make friends with everybody, and hey, you know, and if they're not my friends right away, I'll break them. Eventually, we will be friends. They don't have to like me. I'm just like, you know, we're going to have a good time.
I don't think I've ever heard anybody say anything bad about you, though. Everybody loves you.
I hope not, man. I appreciate
it. You do have a knack for calling everybody at the most inopportune time every time, and then we get a
absolutely.
Like
I do it on purpose.
It's like you got cameras on. It's like, I'm about to get this asshole.
What are you doing?
Well, like you tried calling me yesterday. I have customers. I'm like, I can't answer, and then I forget to call you back.
You don't like my line? Hey man, when are you coming home? Why? I'm like, pick up some Frosted Flakes on your way home. You'll need them.
Oh Lord.
Like,
anybody
Here we go.
Come on, man. Come on.
Oh Lord.
That was a good segue
Todd
right into that.
Another great networker too. I love Todd.
Todd's great, man. Absolutely. Actually, all these guys.
We're busy. God bless. You're a liver killer.
All these guys are great, man. I tell you, I have more fun pushing this business forward with the guys that are in it and the girls that are in it now, because remember a lot of wives did not show up for years, and now it's a big just one big party, network, having fun. The egos are kind of thrown out, and if someone does have an ego, we really try to curb that. As a group, we try to be like, come on, we're all here to have a good time. So.
Yeah. There's no sense in it. No. We're not going to go into all that, but
if you want to compete. If you don't, I get it. But the competition level for me, I played rugby in college, and I realized I'm like, okay, so on the field, I will really I'll rip your head off. I'll do everything I can. But as soon as we're done, I'm like, hey man, what's up? Let's have a beer. Let's have a good time.
Was that when women's rugby started? Was when you were in college?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Trust me, I made that happen.
I had long hair.
He had the mullet. Did you say the pig in the pixel?
I had a mullet. I had a mullet.
And the little tiny stash. I love it.
Man, it's like, oh my God, his hair's hideous when she sees the pig.
Hey, whoa, Amanda. I thought we were friends.
Oh Lord.
That was a style back then in the the 20s or whatever it was.
Hey, whoa, what are you saying, man?
Oh God.
1987, by the way, that picture was taken.
I was 5 years old.
Yeah, I know. I didn't think I'd be an old guy in the tent business. But...
Oh God, man,
I've had a blast.
I do that a lot. She loves it.
And then he hits reverse and backs right back up on you.
You got to admit, we've had a really good time in this business, though. This industry's been great the last few years. It's just been phenomenal, man. It's nice to see guys coming together and collaborating. And I see it's funny. I see negative posts, and I kind of scroll by, and I chuckle a little bit because I realize, you can become irrelevant quickly in this business, and you can get yourself passed over because you're so many negative comments and just the negativity that you bring to the table. But if you kind of embrace what's going on around you, it's all good things. There's no one out here. It's a lot different than it was 10 years ago. These guys are really, it's pushing forward, and we're part of that. So I'm happy to have all of you guys as friends.
That's what I was talking to Craig Dyer on the phone yesterday. We were kind of having that same conversation, how the industry's changed so much and for the good, and how great it is. It's awesome. I love it.
It's been fun. Yeah.
Good random phone calls.
Somebody loves your random phone calls.
That may be Tad still. I don't know.
Probably.
Tad and I talk about Tad likes palm trees. He lives in Ohio. I just want to make that clear. Just so we're clear.
Which with the winters up there, I didn't think the palm trees were gonna.
They don't. They die.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Summers are great.
It was. Tad said he does love getting calls from his daddy, though.
I think it's funny those guys sent me Father's Day cards. That's hilarious.
That was hilarious. I wish I could have got one in, but I was a little busy at the time.
So funny.
It was the game plan. There were several of us involved in that.
I know. I got the memo. I'm like, my mother-in-law opened one. She's like, "Something you want to tell us?"
That's awesome. I love
it. Did you I forgot what I put on your package when I sent the stickers down there before the beach party.
Mom says hi, I think it was.
No, I put on instead of your name, I was like, to my dad. I can't remember what it was. To my daddy, or I forgot what it was. But if he's on the phone with me, at least I know he's not talking about.
This is constant. Everybody on a group text. This is constant what we do.
Yeah.
But when you keep up with it,
you can't keep up. I'd like to tell everyone right now that if you get involved in a group text with a bunch of dent guys, turn your notifications off.
Absolutely. First thing I did, I can't do it.
And don't try to go back and see what everybody's talking about, because you'll spend all day trying to do that.
Yeah.
I swear, when I first got in that group, my watch, Apple Watch, whatever, it's just ding, 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 like I hit the damn lotto or something. It's a jackpot.
Can't do it. Yeah. I know, right?
Immediately.
Well, outside of the dent world, we have 3 kids, and 2 are grown. We have 1 left, and we've had they're good kids. We've had a really fun time raising them. I think our son doesn't realize that we're the cool parents yet, which is, he'll figure it out. The daughters are like, they're okay, right? You could be honest and tell them what's going on. He's like, I know,
Eventually he'll figure it out.
He'll figure it out. Yeah. But it's been a good time, man. We've had fun for sure.
Oh, thanks, James. James says you guys make working in the heat a lot easier. So sweet, you big guy.
What's that?
James said you guys make working in the heat a lot easier. He's still working.
Nice.
Like he was before the show when he was on, and he's trying to drive to the house. That's the shit show.
So yeah, y'all. You can tell everybody how the beach party went.
Yeah.
Beach party went really well. I mean, it's a small group. It's kind of hard to wrangle, a lot of people for dinner. We managed to do it. It was good. And, without a reservation, you just got to kind of figure it out. But the beach party, I think everyone there got burnt. Everyone that showed up and
I know Martin did.
Yeah,
Martin got fried.
Oh,
Martin, it was so bad on his back. I actually felt bad because, all of us were like, "Hey, bud, how you doing?" We're hitting him on the back, and you feel bad, and you don't really realize. But no, it was really good. 3 days in the sun.
I talked to Jack. He said he got to go eat breakfast with just you and Carrie. And he said that was a really cool breakfast, just getting to hang out with you 2 guys. So,
well, we got to know each other. Those smaller networking moments, and friend. You realize you're making friends with people that you have so much in common with, but you don't realize it when you see them on Facebook or just online or at this show, because you don't really have much time. But when you're out and you really get to meet someone and know them, it's kind of those moments you take away from and realize it makes you look forward to the next time.
Right.
So these next meetups are pretty exciting, whether it's Burleson or Nashville or I know MTE also has the Southern Detail Conference, so we're going to team up with them and do some special things in the future too. We'll see how it goes, but this next MTE is going to be absolutely crazy. It's going to be just so much fun. I would recommend everyone attend, and if you have questions, please just call me, PM me. I'll be more than happy to answer whatever you got. So.
And I always tell people, like, MTE, you got to go to MTE. The experience is wonderful and stuff. I always love it. But also try to get to some of these, smaller meetups too, because it's easier to get a little more conversation because everything's not so hectic, running all over the place. And most people sober for the most part at the local meetups and stuff. So I recommend everybody do it both. Right?
Carl back on.
Jeremy Nace and this guy sucks. Get Carl back on.
God damn, by the way, Jeremy services he services an area that is larger than a sperm whale. I swear to God, it's the most giant area.
Yeah,
it's like huge.
Good God.
What?
He has a love affair with Carl going on, I think.
He does.
hunting and fishing.
Ermelinda, don't believe him. He's been in the background as a Facebook user the whole time.
Yeah.
Ermelinda's awesome. Ermelinda,
Yeah.
Ermelinda is welcome anytime.
I bet her and Ray didn't get burnt.
Actually,
they're like
I'm gonna
you.
tell you,
They
they're tan.
Yeah.
They're tan.
I wouldn't know what that's like ever.
No.
And then Kyle Chase said he was the only one that didn't get burnt. And I don't see how.
Yeah.
I think all he wears are
White beaters.
He didn't come out. No, he stayed up all night. He was out all night on the beach until 4 a.m. or 5, whatever he does. He's a DJ. I mean, it's,
I couldn't do it. There ain't no way.
Well, he goes to the beach at night and sleeps during the day.
Yeah. The fucking vampire. I mean, sorry. He's a vampire.
David White.
I'm sorry.
No,
I'm sorry.
Deep fried.
Hey, Martin. Yeah, Martin. The blisters you had, I remember when I was in grade school, I got them so bad on my shoulders, and they were big. And I had to go to school, and that Monday, and this girl walked up and was like, "How you doing?" And just hit. Oh my gosh, I thought I was in hell.
Melinda said she got some sunburn.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah, I got them blisters when I was in the Marine Corps. We was training and out in the sun all day, and they bubbled up on here. Oh my, that's the worst feeling. Like sunburn's one thing; those blisters are a whole other world. Especially when they pop and hit that skin.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I gave everyone a tutelage on tanning, and I thought I did.
We all can't tan.
Yeah, it's not that easy, Kevin. Believe it or not.
Oh, goodness.
Tanning aspirations. I'm not gonna write a book. I'm actually gonna do is it TikTok that you guys do now?
Yeah.
Whatever. Okay.
You're on TikTok now?
No, me? No.
Oh, okay.
But my kids are, I'm sure.
Oh, absolutely. Kevin goes to the store. I got your Tic Tacs.
So here,
I'm on Exchangeogram. I'm going to put it on the line.
Oh man. So you say Carrie's in bed now because she's got to build an outhouse this weekend.
Listen, man, I'm telling you, what they've been building, it's a bathhouse. We have a property north of here, and they've been building this. It was going to be a very simple plan, and this is, I kid you not, I will send you pictures. It is amazing what they did. Shower, sink, toilet, flooring, just the whole structure. It's ridiculous. It's crazy.
So not an outhouse. It's a she shed.
Pretty much. I'm gonna give a little back history on Carrie. She is the farmer's daughter. My father-in-law is a farmer from way back, generations, and they just know how to do everything. So the two of them, they could build probably a hotel if you want one. That's awesome. I actually, when my father-in-law comes over and we're doing some roofing, and I said, "Hey man, when did you guys get electricity?" And he looked at me and he goes, "What?" I'm like, "Come on, man. I know you're Amish. No one builds stuff this good except the Amish." He looked at me and goes, "What the hell's wrong with you?"
Jeff said it's a birdhouse. By the way, that's what you should put a sign over the birdhouse.
we're all, I love her parents. They're so good to me, and they're just so awesome people. But together as a family, I'm telling you, I mean, the stuff that he can do. He comes over and we build stuff, and he'll set out a template, and he makes the kids get involved, so they know how to use a hammer and nails and screw gun and and glue. They can do it. I'm like, all right, teach those kids. So
yeah, it's awesome.
We were going to open a college called the College of Common Sense. I thought it was a pretty good idea.
We need one of those all over the place, everywhere. There's no common sense.
Everybody attends.
Yeah.
Mandatory for
It's
life.
mandatory.
And I don't know about your viewers, but I'm just going to mention this, that the left lane is the passing lane. It's not for texting. or makeup, putting on.
That's a nationwide thing too. Like Nashville's bad about it. Like it's just I get so irate. Like Amanda laughs at me because I'm the one like staring the some bitch down in the window and I pass them in the right lane.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, man, I don't care. Like, move out of my way. I got shit to do.
I'll get on their ass.
Yeah.
I do too.
Well,
they don't
get
move,
over.
So I kind of stop. I want to go.
You guys know I qualify for NASCAR daily, so you know.
Whatever. Oh yeah, we hear it all the time. You're talking to Kevin on the phone.
God. NASCAR? What race am I in? I'm in. Don't worry about it.
We're in the Tampa 500.
Yeah.
I was in Watkins Glen last weekend. Yeah, I don't know if you guys saw that, but I did pretty good.
I think Kyle said he heard you pass his house a couple times. He can hear you coming by his house or whatever his
he looks. He actually used to look down. He goes, "Dude, did you just pass my house?" I'm like, "Yep."
What floor is he on? He's up high.
He was on I think the 15th floor or something, 17th floor or something way up there. But his condo overlooked all of Tampa. It was beautiful. I mean, it was. But he since has bought a nice place and out just about 10 minutes away. Nice setup.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he's got it made. That guy's in the air conditioning, which in Florida, I don't know if you guys know this, but we have a heat advisory right now until I think December 15th. So should be
January 25th, right before MTE, because it always.
Right. I thought you said December 15th.
I did. That's what I said.
Did you? Oh,
I swear. Man. Everybody don't know. Whoever's not been to MTE, they get their 1 week of winter while we're down there for MTE.
1 week.
It's like God.
That's all we get. Yeah, it's crazy.
That's exactly, Jeremy. Jeremy knows what's up.
It felt good down there.
MTE Key West.
Goodness.
Key West MTE coming.
Oh.
I said it got cold down there tonight, like in the late hours of the night when we were sitting outside talking and be like, all right, I'm kind of going to bed now. It's tired of being cold. Somebody's asking
Key West MTE. Yeah. That would be nice.
A good time.
Yeah.
There's no hotel could support it, honestly.
No.
It just doesn't exist. I mean, they don't have the space. Especially, I don't think even though it's a town where people drink, I don't think they have enough alcohol for the tent guys and girls. So you realize for years we used to go in and actually warn the hotel, like, hey, it's us again. We're coming. You might want to talk to your suppliers and make sure that you have enough. Because these hotels
are like I ain't bullshit. Go ahead.
They used to run out, man. I'm not kidding. They used to run out. Like, we have no more of that.
Yeah.
You know. And now this hotel, they have it down. And they know us.
Yeah.
So, and they know we're coming back. I'm sure they see our names on the list like, oh, it's either yes, they're coming back, or damn it. You know, can I have off that week? But I think for the most part, they're pretty excited about it.
That last night, there after we got back in from eating or whatever, everybody was inside at that bar, and that one waitress lady was, you know, like almost like she was trying to start fights with everybody, and just she didn't want any part of it, and like just ticking everybody off. Like, you don't know how much of a money you're missing out on because you're about to lose.
We had that at the beach party, Brandon. There was one waitress in particular, and I'm not saying it wasn't instigated by anyone. I'm just saying she had an attitude the entire time. Like she wanted to work, but she only wanted to work a little bit. And I'm not saying no, you can't. It's hard to pick everyone's pace and figure that out. But what she did is she kind of pissed the whole group off. And we're like, why would I give her money? I mean, we're just here to have a good time. If she didn't want to service, don't service. There's other bars. So what happened was that final night, she was across the way, and we're over here at this bar. I guarantee this girl over here made over $500, and that girl over there made $0.
Matt knows.
And she's probably like,
Matt knows her name.
Of course he does. It's Matt
that would be Rachel. Rachel and Matt are besties.
Oh Lord.
The problem
I still laugh so hard at that
place
one.
A lot.
Picture of you guys at the beach party, like everybody's just glistening, like you're all alcohol induced and everything. It's hot, and everybody's just glistening. I'm like, good God. Then I see Jack crowd surfing.
I can tell you, Mike Glidewell will not miss another event ever.
That was hilarious. His picture.
He was all over it.
Yeah, he partied like a rock star.
So funny. He had more fun with that alone than he probably would have on his own. But that's okay. We still had a blast.
Right.
So.
How many of those faces did y'all have?
John made 3 of them. John Budding had 3 of those made, and one went home I guess one went home with him. One went with Matt, and one went with Martin. So
I thought Martin had one.
So he's right now. Mike Glidewell has been all over England, he's all over the UK. I think he's going to Germany next week. I don't know.
Start mailing it to everybody, taking pictures.
He's going to. I think he's going to south of France in like a month or 2. But you know,
one of them in the window scaring people in the pool. Was it just look like a creeper just sitting there staring?
It was pretty funny. Yeah, like looking down at everybody. It was great. Fun times. You know, next year we got some different plans. You know, we're gonna do. Obviously, we got these smaller events coming up. We're gonna start working on those. We're actually already talking about the next few MTEs, but this next one we're really excited about. It's going to be big, and hopefully, you know, all the borders will be open and everyone will be able to come and hopefully no restrictions. So
yeah, I hope so.
Looking
like
forward to it.
Brandon said, I hated it being that Martin wasn't there. Like, I can't wait to get to meet them guys in person finally. You know, we've been on their show, they've been on ours, and we always have a blast. Like, I'm ready to do it again. We can do another show with them. It don't hurt us none. We just got to get on 2 o'clock in the afternoon. They can have it 2 o'clock in the morning shit.
Yeah, they're a lot of fun. Those guys, it's fun to be on their show. And Ben and Martin, they're just, and they have a different following. You know, they're obviously they're awake at different times.
Like they freaking fix some shit. I'm like, no, I'm good.
Yeah, and then
that's why they always call Brandon. They know he's technical. I'm like, nah, dog, don't call me. I don't know how to fix that shit.
Yeah, right. Well, I'll tell you this: we're you know, for this MTE, I know a lot of the tool companies they're coming up with some new stuff. You know, I do a lot of work with Dentcraft. We've obviously been working on new stuff for a few years, and I'm hoping that translates into just a fun event for everyone, and they buy some new tools and check out some new ideas. But you know, just I hope everyone comes and has a great time. And if they're worried about whatever it is, like I said, you know, talk to some of the guys that have been for a long time.
Yeah, I can't preach enough. You need to get stuff like that. Like, it helps you networking wise. I mean, you come back from, you know, stuff like that, like amped, like you're ready to get back to work and do some stuff because you're motivated. So
yeah. Or you're ready to go to the next event. You're like,
right.
When's the next party? You know, I mean, it's
you need to support your all these tool companies, because
absolutely,
I've seen a lot lately that, you know, they'll put something new out and then some idiot will make his own and then start trying to sell it. And it's one thing when you remake something for yourself, but when you try to remake it, and it's getting worse and worse.
Yeah, absolutely.
And talking with one of the people I'm talking about, he agrees that people don't realize, like, to make your own crap, like to make a copy of it, you're going to spend more money trying to make that copy of it. Anyway, it just.
Well, and these people, they put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into these tools they're coming up with and stuff, and you're just kind of shitting on it like it ain't cool.
Let me briefly touch base on that for a lot of, you know, maybe people are watching or they're not watching, but to get a tool from, you know, idea to market could take almost a year. So, because by the time they make it, test it, make sure it's right, and then put it out to where it's actually sellable to the public in mass quantities, it takes a long time. So for someone to go on and rip them on, whether it's social media, I'm sure this happens still, or if it breaks, you know, instead of attacking that particular company. Just say, hey, look, I'm going to call the company up or someone who's associated with that company, and I'm going to just get some ideas and some feedback, and let's be positive about it. And everyone, by the way, all the tool companies, we're all friends. So we all take that into consideration. We work together and we say, we're going to make this right for whatever reason, because we want to put out a good product. We want you to be better in your craft. So I'm just saying, it takes a long time.
A shitload of money.
A shitload of money, yeah. Well, the whole thing is with the copies is that, those people who are doing the copies, and I'm not talking about just like China and crap, but they can't come up with the idea on their own.
Right.
They, but they can make a cheap knockoff that doesn't even look like it, but, and then but the thing is that they're in certain groups, they're trying to sell this stuff, and it's just, it's not right. It's not. And, you really want to say something about it, but,
I mean, and all these tool companies, if you got a problem, they will fix it. Like I ain't
absolutely.
What the product is or anything. Had a problem with the product, messaged them, boom, it's on its way to get fixed right now. It'll be back probably in a week or so.
Yeah. You mean tabs I broke and tools I broke, and it's an absurd amount, but you'll never see me talk about it. Well, it was a one.
I didn't think tabs were made to break.
I used the old Worth tabs. They were little red ones. The little red ones.
And they weren't worth it. I still have some of those. I still use them.
But I will say this: they're quick to respond. They'll take care of you, and if they're not, then something else is up, and call someone who either distributes their tools or someone that can help you. But there's a lot. You got to look for the inner agenda that most people have on certain things, on certain groups. If they have an agenda, whether it's selling tools or training or whatever it is, I mean, you got to look past that and realize that most of these tool companies are really willing to help you be a better technician and make money. So, yeah.
Right. Like I say,
I know. I love all my stuff that I have, and like glue tabs, if they break, I still pull the dent out with it. I'll get more. So
they break. Are you still using Elmer's glue? Because Elmer's has the best glue.
I went to the glue stick though, so I can just wipe it on the panel. I've got some back here, but
y'all don't just dip yours in and put them on.
Yeah, the regular glue, I was eating too much of it, so I just got
you.
And the new glue sticks, they're kind of like the old push-ups, the ice cream. So they're getting addicting too. So
you can't do that. You would miss Lippy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'll go back to bragging on these tool companies. Like they did not hesitate to, donate stuff for this, for the dents for kids and stuff like that. They don't hesitate to do that. Like they're all great people and will take care of you. So
they are.
They work hard. It's a lot of hard work, man. It's crazy.
Oh, absolutely.
People don't realize that. It's a lot of work. But, I come up with ideas and I don't, by the way, I'm not a tool maker. I have ideas and I pass them along and you probably, who knows, you might have some tools that became my idea, or someone's idea, but just saying, you might not ever know, but those tools were made, could have taken 10 months to actually get them to the point where they're actually sellable to the public after they go through a long process of whether it's heat treating, making it, bending it, a lot goes into it.
Did you create the reverse handle? I'm just kidding.
The Polish.
Where did this show go?
Anyway, all right. He knows what I'm talking about.
We were moving along just fine until all of a sudden.
Oh man, we need to get. You know what we need to do, Andy? We need to get tool manufacturers on here to talk about all this crap.
I told you that.
But anyway, no.
Bonnie, I was talking to Bonnie about getting her on one day, and she said that Tim might actually get on with her. I'm like, oh,
what? Yes, I would love to see
that.
I would love to see Tim and Bonnie come on your show. That'd be fantastic.
We'll have to talk. Can you stay when he started?
He's dinosaur bones. Yabba dabba doo.
I still have tools made of wood. Are you kidding me?
That's what she said.
Oh god. New pack out top on the market. Yeah.
A1's got a new one out. VIP's got a new one out. I've heard there's a couple other people like bringing some out too. So the pack out is a hit right now. It's crazy. Like, I mean, I got one, I ain't gonna lie, but like it's catching on really quick because it is. I mean, it works great. And I think it was kind of a Matt Boyette deal starting that up, and it's smart for that one. I love that thing.
Yep. There's a lot we love about it.
What do you use to carry your tools around, Kevin?
My truck. And I actually have a, hang on, let me rephrase. I have several carts and I have several lights, but the everyday stuff that I do now, I don't need all the, I mean, I use the tools. If I need something, I grab it, but I still have an old K-Boom light. I have a DNE light. I have a ProPDR Solutions light.
Are we in the old school dent forum?
I'm just saying, I have several tools that I still use, and you know what? Every tool has its place. I use them, but I don't use them every day. That's all. So what do I use to carry my tools? I actually drive because I'm a dealer route guy. I use my truck, go to the car, fix it, and move on. It's great. If I travel, I use when I travel, I use a double gun case, and I use that, or a golf case, which I used to use when I go to New York City, and Carrie and I'd be on the subway, and they're like playing golf, and it'd be snowing like I'm like Upper West Side today. They look at us like we're crazy, but I've worked all over the country.
That's a story I'll have to hear.
Yeah, definitely.
We've worked all over the country, but not doing hail. We've done fleet and dealers, and just it's a different way. We all have our niche and our different market capabilities. So
absolutely.
Yeah, but
the whole
friends of mine
here.
Yeah, I love wholesale.
I know.
You and Dave
I speak your
Schlott.
lingo. You know what? Dave Schlott and I do. We love our wholesale stuff, and we actually have he and I, when we discuss it, I'm like, I don't know how you can. I mean, how do you teach that? I'm just asking. I asked him, like, can you teach that? He's like, I think you can.
I think y'all ought to have a class at MTE.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have some spare time. I can guarantee it.
You got all time.
We'll pre-record it, put it on VHS, roll the old timey TV you used to have in the classrooms with the VHS.
Yeah.
The big old. Yeah, we'll put that in front of the class. We'll put two of them. Have your head on one and Dave's on the other.
It's a great idea.
We get Biden to make us some damn masks like he did for July. We'll just act like
he would do it. He would do it.
I'd take my shirt off with some brown shoe polish on. Kevin Byrd.
Oh God.
That's hilarious.
What are you gonna do?
For years I didn't wear a shirt. What's that?
What's he gonna do for hair?
I'll find a wig or something. I'll use my Ernie hair from last year.
There you go.
Speaking of which, you guys, I want to talk a little bit about this tag team event. You know that it's seated on that first Friday. It's a seated event. So the number one team will go last. Number two will go in front of them. Number three, and so forth, just on Friday. And the audience will actually judge the winner of the entertainment. Not the dent, the entertainment.
So all the tag team is going to be on that Friday, or just the entertainment, the ones who want to dress up? Just
the entertainment portion. Because you know how we kind of mix it in, and half went entertainment, half didn't. So, but the dents will be the same. The dents will be equal throughout. They'll be symmetrical, and we'll judge those accordingly. But the entertainment will go Friday, seated from first going last, and then down, and then Saturday will be, Saturday we have a lot of locals and a lot of visitors, but not as many as Friday. So
yeah.
Audience participation. We'll probably have our own entrance for that.
Go first. I ain't fixing to dead any damn way. I'm just there for entertainment.
So y'all, how'd y'all seed people then?
You know, I haven't really figured that out yet. I'm from last year and kind of the year before.
That means we're going second.
You're going second to last.
Second to last, yes. Yeah.
I mean, Jeff and
the Golden Girls. The Golden Girls will go last. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, you got to give them props, man. I mean, to bring props for two other ladies and dress ups.
Blow up dolls. I mean, let's not even.
Yeah. What were they doing in the room with the blow up dolls? I mean, it just...
they did disappear for a while. Anyway, but besides that,
thank you for being a friend. Love it.
We love them to death, but I think we got robbed. Anyway.
Well, let me just say this. I don't judge that event. We're going to make it as fair as possible for you. Please bring it, and I'm hoping that you stay with the same theme. I personally would like to see maybe a Cookie Monster out there, but that's just me throwing cookies to the crowd. But, you know.
We need somebody big as Cookie Monster. Hey, James Bernard. I'm just kidding. He's losing weight. He's losing weight.
James lost weight. Yeah.
Yeah. He'll be skinny.
Big as in big and tall, or big like just big?
A big, not fat, just like a big,
like a man, like a big man,
like a mountain man,
like a Clifton Atkins or something.
Clifton would be good.
Yeah.
Clifton would be good.
Look, Amanda ain't lying too. She said she's suggested approximately 153 costume ideas, and so far none of me. I've liked them all. Brandon's the one being picky as shit.
Because you keep coming up with. I mean, you just keep telling me every one of her ideas. So anyway, it's hard, man.
Remember last year when I sent you the Bert and Ernie when you're like, oh no. And then
but you look at that picture and look how we turned out, dude. We killed it.
Oh, we crushed it.
You killed it. The hardest thing for me is to keep all of that a secret. Like when I know it, I'm like, damn it. I want to I'm like, this is, you know what? I got to keep this down. I don't tell anyone. And I never do until the day I'm like, I just tell everyone like, hey, you check this one out. This is going to be good.
I love the fact that you walked out of the showroom and like you folded over laughing so hard when you see it.
It was hilarious. Because I still didn't know.
Yeah. We did a good job.
Lee Roth was great with it too.
Oh yeah, he said he's the official announcer now, right?
Oh, he's definitely our announcer for he'll be at the Dent Trials and the NT. Yeah, Lee's amazing. He was great.
Yeah. Well, the fact that y'all did the when you said you were going to do walkout music and stuff like that. Hey, we need something that's no longer than a minute. I'm like, oh, that made it even better.
Right.
But
we'll change it this year.
Well, this year I'm going to do longer than a minute. That way it keeps playing.
Yeah,
it just keeps playing.
Yeah,
it took us a
you
while.
don't know. I may come from the rafters. Who knows?
If you work that out with the hotel, I mean that's on you. If you want to, you base jump in there. You base jump. You come in on a motorcycle.
Be sting. I'll just lay in the bed of the truck and pop up like Undertaker. Listen, laying there for like 2 days. Just
I told you before. Carrie and we have such a good marriage that we actually have a tandem bicycle. That if you guys want to borrow it, I'll bring it.
No thanks. I choose life.
I don't. See? If we dressed up as that, it ain't. It's not better than Bert and Ernie. So
I do like this one. The man that suggested. One of you dressed as a bee with no symbol, and around the other be a cat.
Why did you, Amanda? Come on, that may have been our idea. Now, I'll do Chris Farley.
Chris Farley and Patrick Swayze. Do it, Chippendales. Boom.
Oh,
there you go. You're welcome.
Well, now everybody's gonna know.
You're welcome.
It's a private shit on this. I want to go ahead.
All right, well, I got a dog sitting here on my lap looking at me like I'm ready to go home.
Hi,
before we get off, I do want to say, like, because I know a lot of people jumped on late. November 19th, again, Tech Meetup, Nashville, or 30 miles west of Nashville, beautiful Dixon, Tennessee. Bring some donations, get entered into a drawing for some tools and stuff. So
toy donations. It's a toy drive, guys. Bring tons of toys.
Define toys, like for kids.
Children's toys. Children's toys worth $25 or more. Yeah,
sounds amazing.
Yeah.
All right,
and we're going to do a Amazon wish list, so people they can just order off there and send them too. So and we'll have a Facebook page. It's kind of private. We can add people to it as they RSVP. So we're trying to be organized. Well, Amanda's trying to be organized about this. I'm just the idea
just
guy.
The pawn in the game.
Yeah, pretty much. And I said, my bad.
Sounds amazing.
Well,
guys, thanks for having me on. I really appreciate it. I've had a blast.
It's been a long time coming. We've been, ever since we started the show, we knew we was going to have you on, so we finally got it almost a year later.
I appreciate it. Yeah, glad you guys talked you into doing it. It's been amazing, fun to watch, fun to, everything's been great. So thank you.
Man, it's
we're glad
their natural habitat at downtown Nashville.
We're glad that you just pinched it off for our show, and we didn't get to hear anything. So
he was cheesing so happy before the show when he was doing that too. He's like, come on, man.
That's all right. I got a picture of
it. Nice.
I had to zoom in because you couldn't see nothing.
Hey.
Everybody make sure to tune in next week too. We'll have Andy Ott on. A lot of people don't know Andy Ott. He's doing it big out in Missouri. He's running multiple services and stuff, and a great guy. I met him at my first MTE. We just kind of hit it off, so he'll be another great guest to have on. And, he ain't no Kevin Byrd. Ain't nobody know Kevin Byrd.
Oh, come on. Whatever. I'm nobody.
And then Andy, then we won't have a show that next week because Andy's be away. And then we'll have Trey Terry on the 14th.
Yeah.
So y'all tune in. Yep. Booking out. All right. We appreciate it. Coming on, brother. And
thank you so much.
Wake Carrie up and tell her we said hey. And
I'll do it.
We'll
love you
holler
guys.
at you later on. Love you too, brother. See you.
See you. Bye.
All right, brother.
That was awesome. That's expected.
I put you in the back room, Kevin.
He's still talking. Okay,
we're gonna end it.
How does this work?
He's like, let me out.
My flip phone's dying. If everybody could only see, you did click him back in what he's doing.
Hey, we appreciate everybody coming on. We had this is our biggest show we've had in a while. We had like 28 people at one time. So the 28 people that know Kevin all joined on.
All right. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Kevin.
No. Hey, we appreciate it. Y'all. Like in the beginning, the video and the one at the end, we do have some new shirts and stuff. So y'all go on our Facebook, the PDR Apparel, and order some. The new bro shirts look good.
Yeah.
So just probably order a size larger. Because they will shrink. But that ain't my fault. Everything freaking cheaply made in China now. Anyway, see ya.
Bye, everybody.
We out. Thanks again for watching another episode of Ginger Bros Dent Show. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And for all past episodes, you can find us on Apple Podcasts, YouTube, or Podbean. Keep pushing. Make that money. See you next week.